We often encounter messy strings, single cells containing a sequence of items where some values repeat and others appear only once. The challenge arises when you need to isolate specific data from these strings, identifying and extracting the very first unique, non-duplicate item while ensuring it is correctly formatted with proper capitalization. I am Nabil Murad, and in this tutorial, we will explore several methods to achieve this result. I will dissect the nested function logic and then identify a specific limitation and provide a fix. Wait for the classic bonus for those working in environments without Microsoft 365. I will provide a different solution that works across all Excel versions. Let's take a look at the finished project. In this example, I have some items in each cell in the range A3, A12. The items in red are duplicates, while the items in blue are unique items. The goal is to extract the first unique item from each cell and format it with proper case. I created 3 solutions, so if I click on the expand symbol, these are my solutions. All of them return the same exact thing. Let's break down the concept and explain it step by step. The first thing I want to do is to separate the different items in each cell. And for that, I'll be using a text split function. So I type equal text split. I select the first cell, cell A3. I type a comma. For the column delimiter, I will skip it. And for the row delimiter, I will type a space, double quote, and I close the bracket for the text split function. When I hit enter, then I get a list of the different items, each one in a different row. But I just want a list of unique items that appear only once in this list. Then I'm going to wrap my text split function in a unique dynamic array function. I hit F2, and then I click at the beginning and I type unique, and then I hit tab. I click at the end, I type a comma. I skip this argument by columns, and for the last argument exactly once, I want to return items that appear only once. Then I type 1, I close the bracket, and then I hit enter. And now I get a list of the items in blue, Mexico, Brazil, and Chile. But I just want the first one, and this is the perfect job of a take function. Then I hit F2, and I wrap my function in a take function. I click at the end, I type a comma, and I want the first row, then I type 1, I close the bracket, and then I hit enter, and I got Mexico. Mexico is already capitalized in this example, but for other examples, it might not be capitalized, like in case of A5 and in case of A6 and so on. Then I need to wrap my function in a proper function, and then I close the bracket. This function needs to be copied down. But in order to create a single cell function that spills automatically, I'm going to use a BYROW function, which is a lambda helper function. The BYROW function will simply apply this bunch of functions to each row of the range from A3 to A12. Let's start over again, and then I type equal BYROW. What's your array? The range from A3 to A12. I type a comma. And this is a lambda helper function, so I type lambda. And the lambda function requires a parameter, which means simply I'm giving a symbol to each row of this array. So I can name it X. X is each single row in the array A3, A12. What would you like to do with this array? I want to split the text, and I type text split, and then I hit tab. I want to split each row, then I type X, because X refers to each row in the array, and then I type another comma to skip the second argument, and my delimiter will be double quote space double quote, and I close the bracket. But I want a unique list of the items that appear only once. Then I'm going to wrap my text split function in a unique dynamic array function. I click at the end, I type a comma, I skip this argument, and I type 1, I close the bracket for the unique dynamic array function. We just need the first value. Then I wrap my unique function in a take function as I explained. I click after the closing bracket of the unique function, I type comma 1, and then I close the bracket for the take, I close the bracket for the lambda, I close the bracket for the BYROW function. When I hit enter, I get the first unique item in each cell. Some of these items are in lowercase, then I'm going to wrap my entire function. I hit F2 and I wrap it with a proper function. I close the bracket at the end for the proper function, and this is the result I'm looking for. I can make an extremely simple modification, and instead of the BYROW function, which applies the bunch of functions inside the lambda function to each row, I'm going to replace it with a map function. So I'll be copying this function, Control C, I hit escape, and then in cell E3 I type an equal sign and I paste. All what I'm going to do is to replace BYROW with a map function. And the map function will apply the combination of take, unique, and text split to each single cell in the provided array A3, A12. When I hit enter, I get the same exact result. I can take this function to the next level. Then I'm going to copy this function and I paste it one more time. But this time, instead of using a take function, I'm going to replace it with the @ symbol. So I delete the take function, I delete the last argument of the take function as well, and before the unique function, I type an @ symbol. What is the @ symbol? We call it the implicit intersection operator. It means if you have an array of values, it will return the top value or the top left value if you have multiple columns. When I hit enter, I get the same exact result. We solved this problem with 3 different combinations of functions. But let's see another more complex work situation. In this example, the source data having the same problem comes in 2 columns, from A3 down to B10. I'm going to use the BYROW function and look at the result. Here is the BYROW function. It returns a totally wrong result because the BYROW function deals with an entire row. So each x to which I'll be applying the combination of functions, the @, the unique, the text split, is one single row. Accordingly, the result is totally wrong. However, with a map function, because it deals with each single cell in this array, and it will spill an array as well. So if I use the map function, I get the result I'm looking for. Then the map function returns the correct result, whether you have a single column of source data or multiple columns. The BYROW and the map function are dynamic array functions. They are only available in Microsoft 365. If you don't have Microsoft 365, then I'm going to share with you another combination of function that will return the same exact result. In cell E3, I created a complex function. So I'm going to put cell E3 in the edit mode. I hit F2 and look at this function. It's a combination of proper, index, trim, mid, substitute, repeat, and other functions. I will put this function in the description below the video. That concludes our look at extracting the first unique item from a complex string. We have moved from advanced dynamic logic to troubleshooting multi-column limitations and finally implemented a classic solution that ensures compatibility for every user regardless of their Excel version. If you found this breakdown helpful and it added a new tool to your Excel toolkit, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into data transformation. The best is yet to come. Thanks for watching and see you next time.